Happy Easter! So, kindergartners, we are talking about the resurrection because it's Easter Sunday. Jesus is alive is our wonder truth. Woohoo! So, what you're going to have in your classroom is you're going to have a little tray with items. There'll be more things than just rocks, but some things will be alive and some things will be not alive. And you'll have these magnifying glasses that they can look at things. So this will be just an activity, and you'll be talking about, is it dead or is it alive? We'll have all kinds of things. And then, of course, you have your Tack the Cat that we use to tell the story and are declaring God's wonder. And so then we have the prayer of invitation, and we're going to do the Bible story. So you have these guys that as you tell the story, you can hold these up and tape them to the whiteboard. You have 4 sets. So actually, I'm wondering, you have 4 sets for all 4 services. But the one thing about the story is that they do talk about the women who came to the tomb, and they did not include women pictures. So there's just not a picture of the woman who go to the tomb. But you can just tell them about it, and then you can show them the angels were there. And so all of the pieces are there. So telling the story, Jesus is alive. So that is our wonder truth. And then as you're talking about Jesus makes us new, you're going to use this, and there's a couple here. So put whatever after you're done using it, if you'll return it back to your file cabinet file, there it is, so that the next class could use them. But you're going to say, Jesus makes us new, and we're reminded that it's the love of Jesus that took him to the cross. And this is really important because our Bible verse is Jesus makes us new, which is why we are taking home at the end of our day. Every kid will take home a caterpillar, and I will have a link and pages that show them how to take care of their caterpillar. But we're going to talk about the newness. If you know, if you want to talk about that, well, you should, because they're all going to go and take home a caterpillar. So just talk to them about how Jesus makes us new. So from the caterpillar, he turns into something completely different. Such a great truth about Jesus and the gospel is that we're no longer stuck in our old sin, but we get the righteousness of Christ. We are made completely new. It's such a good story. So that's why we get to share it at the gospel. So here are your 7. We have 4 bags of these 7 eggs. Those 7 eggs are your discussion questions. They are numbered because that way you can kind of go in order. And so find number 1 and have a kid open it up, and then they can read the question. You can help them with that. So you have 4 sets of those. So once they're used, you don't have to put them back. And we are not doing the craft stick crosses. What we're doing is we are actually making these cute little butterflies. And what I need to tell you is that they're not going to finish the whole project. They're going to do the elements, and then you're going to keep them together, and we are going to put them together, which is why they need to put their name. That's like the first thing they need to do is put their name on their stick. So this is what you get. You get a coffee filter, the huge coffee filter, and your first job is you'll have new pens in there, is to color all of it. So they color, and they get as many Easter colors, not brown, not black, unless, of course they have to, but get Easter colors because it'll be so much more pretty, and they color it in. And then when they're done coloring, do you see how it's on paper, that paper towels? You have that in your classroom, and so it'll be all ready. After they color it, you say, how old are you? I'm 5, and they spray their coffee filter 5 times with the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you feel like it needs more to get the colors to start blending, you can do that. But when they're done, what they have done is they've colored their stick, they've written their name on it, they have put the eyeballs on it. We've got fun eyeballs for them, and they can decide. So you'll leave it like this. You'll write their name on here. They'll have their name here. And then you'll just pile them. This week, I'll have people who will come and put them together. And next week, they'll have butterflies hanging around the church. And that's why having their name on the outside right here is so important, because we want them to be able to find their butterfly that they made. And then in a couple weeks, they'll be able to take that home. Maybe when their butterfly hatches, they can take it home. So that is good. There's a part where you get to celebrate that Jesus is alive, and here are fun streamers so that they can have so much fun waving those in the air, dancing. And I think that is what you need to know. I also have this baggie of crosses. So if you have time at the end of your time, you can play the closing game where you just need one cross, and the kids hide it behind their back, and the one in the middle tries to figure out. If you have a big classroom and a couple leaders, you could use multiple crosses and play games with smaller groups around the room. So, all right, God bless you. We will have a QR code that people can look up how to take care of their caterpillar. And I also will have a paper for them to take home. So when they leave, every kid will take one of those home. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much for your faithful service to Sage Hills Kids, and happy Easter.